Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to MotorMaster Monday. And folks, the postseason is here. The playoffs have begun. 16 drivers have a chance to win a championship here in NASCAR on NASCAR Heat 5. It's round 27 of the 2024 NASCAR MotorMaster Series in these Xfinity cars. 20 cars out there for a 72-lap race. It's a relatively short event at one of the trickiest ovals in the game, Darlington Raceway. The lady in black, she will reach out and grab you whenever she wants. Right now, the pole sitter, Connor Ballheis, leading the way in the 92. Finally, after multiple weeks of getting that last name wrong, I believe I just said it right for the very first time. Just behind him. Well, you'll have to correct me in a moment then. Just behind him, Connor Brown in the number 6 Chevy Camaro, scored in second place. The second seed driver here in the playoffs with 6 wins. Pole sitter, of course, in the 92, 7 wins, 57 playoff points to start the postseason. Just behind him, Chase Merriman in the 19, scored in third. No wins for him this season, but he's got 2 on Tuesday nights in the Truck Series. The 08 Chevy Camaro, Peyton Larson looking to spoil the party for the playoff drivers. He runs in fourth. Rounding out the top 5 here in stage 1 so far, Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7 car, 2021 NASCAR Legend Series champion, and 1 win for him this season. I am your host for the evening, NASCAR CEO and founder Tyler McMurder, along with my 2 in-race reporters, former NASCAR Novice Cup Series champion Alex Tesdahl, who runs in 6th place in the number 22 Ford Mustang, and former NASCAR World Championship race winner Aiden Cody, and Triple Crown winner as well. Much like Alex Tesdahl, he's out there driving the number 16 Chevy, having a pretty good run, but I believe he's scored in 10th for the moment. I am proud to bring you, folks, a crown jewel event. We have the Southern 200 at Darlington for you here tonight to kick off things. One of the hardest events in NASCAR to win on a console. It's just a very difficult oval, 2 completely different corners, high tire wear to say the least. Like, I can't stress that enough, how much tire wear these drivers are facing throughout this entire race. All right, now give it to me, Aiden. We're going to need the last name for the driver of the 92.
It's Paul Hughes.
Nope, you're wrong. He sent it to me, and he spelt it out for me. I truly think that I said it right. It's Connor Ballheis.
I'm just gonna go with your word.
Either that or it's Bullheis. I'm going to say Bullheis.
I'm just gonna go with your word and stick to it.
Well, he sent it to me. Let's see. He's cramping up the broadcast with his last name. Yeah, it's Connor Bullheis. Connor Bullheis. Leading the way here, 7 wins for him this season. Driver of the 92 Chevy Camaro. You see him with the white and yellow and blue paint job. It's been a great season for the drivers out of Left Turn Racing, Hollywood Racing. Connor Bullheis, Connor Brown. 1-2. They've kind of separated themselves from the rest of the field. Chase Merriman still running in third in the 19. Still got this battle for 4th on your screens. Peyton Larson in the 08, not a playoff driver. Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7. Definitely is a playoff driver. And then we've got a wild battle here from 6th on back. It's still being led by Alex Tesdahl in the 22, one of our playoff drivers. Earl Burden scored in 7th. Stephen Corley scored in 8th. They are playoff drivers. Sean Lucas in the 1. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. is trying to make a move there on the inside. It's just a very tricky corner to do so, and that is on driver the 16, Aiden Cody. Aiden told me before the broadcast began this paint job is a tribute to the New York Rangers. He's a big NHL fan, much like yours truly. Thought that was very cool. Not my favorite team, but the thought and the tribute for an NHL hockey team I thought was very cool, very unique, something you don't see very often here in NASCAR. Yeah, so 6th back to 12th, kind of running in a line of cars here. Alex Tesdahl definitely has the speed advantage. It seems like he is beginning to drive away from these guys. Trey Hollywood in the 36 car, the last car in this group, running 12th, seems to be losing this group just a little bit. And there is Landon Ott, longtime NOSSCAR driver, started with us back in the NOSSCAR Street Tech Series on GTA 5, believe it or not. He's been with us for a long, long time, and it's great to see him come back for some fun here in the NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series on NASCAR Heat 5. He doesn't often do this. There is Emily Seri, one of 2 Canadian drivers in tonight's race. She is one of the 16 playoff drivers. It's a 10-race postseason system with 16 playoff drivers. It's a 36-race system. Basically, the NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series works almost identically to the way the real-life NASCAR Cup Series season works. 36 races, 10 playoff races, 16 playoff drivers every year. Just the only difference is it's in the Xfinity cars here on NASCAR Heat 5. Great to see Blake Spears making his debut here in the NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series. He has fallen 1 lap down to your race leaders early in the going.
Oh, that's the end of the stage.
And that is the end of the stage. The green and white checkered flags have waved. On the bull heist.
I lost track of it myself.
Yeah, that one went by pretty quickly, guys. And I warned the viewers at the start of the broadcast that it would kind of go by pretty quick, and I said it to you guys as well. Connor Bullheist going to win stage 1. Connor Brown's going to finish 2nd in stage 1. Top 5 get the stage points. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Josh Colombiez in 3rd.
Yes,
wow. Chase Merrimon 4th.
Yeah.
And who was 5th?
Fula 23.
Ah, okay, that is Peyton Larson. Peyton had a great start to this stage, ran 3rd for most of it, and then lost 2 spots over the course of the last 10 or 12 laps, I would say. Here we go. Stage 2. 7th annual NOSSCAR Southern 200 here for the NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series drivers. This one hosted on NASCAR Heat 5. First one was on
19 laps.
First one was on Heat 2. We are green. And we got a report there from former Novice Cup champ Alex Tesdall. 19 laps here in stage 2. This one's going to go by pretty darn quick as well. So don't blink, folks. Hang on to your hat. 20 drivers here in the MotorMaster Series, rocking and rolling. Around the lady in black here, Connor Brown, the leader. Josh Colombiez in the 7 car runs in 2nd. You got to wonder if maybe the 92 had a little bit of damage that he had to repair under that pit stop, because he lost a couple of positions during that pit stop cycle exchange. Connor Bullheist now runs in 3rd. Ooh, a little bit of contact there between Peyton and Alex. Don't think it was intentional. Now they're 3 wide. Yep, this is getting interesting. Now they settle back to 2x2. Stephen Corley's going to take over 3rd. It was him that forced it 3 wide by going all the way down to the bottom. Great battles all over this racetrack. Whoa, and a couple cars getting really loose coming out of turn 2. We'll see more and more of that as the race goes along. Harold Burden, contact with the 9 of Timmy Brown. He was trying to get back in line, but I don't think he knew that Timmy Brown was there. He needed to lift a bit more and let one last car go by. But again, I don't think he knew he was there. 2 veteran drivers, Timmy Brown and Harold Burden, both good guys, both very respectful drivers on and off the racetrack. Minor contact there. They both keep it pointed in the right direction, and we resume racing. And a spin in 3 and 4. Peyton Larson spins right in front of Sean Lucas in the 1 car. Emily Seri had nowhere to go. Harold Burden had nowhere to go. And that's going to put us under caution.
Oh, we're still green.
Oh, we are. Wow, the 98 was spun as well. That was Landon Ott. Like, that was about a 6-car crash, but we're apparently still green.
The officials are
That's questionable by the officials.
The officials missed one.
The officials are blind.
They missed one, that's for sure.
Radiator damage. That's fine.
Well, the good news for these drivers that were involved in that crash is that this stage is not very long. As long as they aren't going to overheat and completely destroy their car and destruct their car, they should be able to make it to the end of this stage, and maybe all of them without losing a lap to the leader as well. Some damage on Emily Sari's car, damage on Sean Lucas's car. Some damage on Blake Spears' car. Timmy Brown a little bit as well. Cooper Metcalf off the racetrack and done for the day. That's big news. It's unfortunate news as well because he was one of our 16 playoff drivers. Made it into the playoffs as the 16th seed. And now here he finds himself parked on pit road, done for the night. That's a heartbreaking situation for the driver of the 8. Back up front, the battle for the lead looks like this. Connor Brown, Connor Bullheis, and Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7. It's been the Connor and Connor show for the most part here throughout the 2024 MotorMaster season. 7 wins for the 92, 6 wins for the 6. Came into the postseason. The 2 highest seeded drivers in terms of playoff points, their odds of making it to the Final 4 at Phoenix are greater than everybody else's. Josh Colm-Diaz, the 5th seed, here to begin the postseason. Finished in 3rd in Stage 1. That's a 3 points towards his total. And he's got 3rd right here in Stage 2 as well. And I'll be honest, guys, I think he's got something for them. He slips past the 92 to take 2nd as they go into Turn 3. I truly believe Josh Colm-Diaz might be the quickest car on the racetrack right now. It seems like, especially on long runs, he's just able to keep that speed going. And he's been right behind both of these cars for quite some time. It's hard to pass at Darlington Raceway, and I think he's just been being patient, waiting for them to make a minor mistake so he can get to the inside or outside of them and try to take the position. Now he finds himself in 2nd, hungry for a playoff point. Stage winners get 1 playoff point. Gonna throw it down to in-race reporter Alex Tesdall, driver of the 22 Ford Mustang. Just took over 5th from Chase Merrimon. That's a stage point right there. How many laps to go in Stage 2?
We got 9 to go.
9 to go in Stage 2, thank you. And just to let you know, Chase Merrimon rather, he was the one who found the outside wall coming out of Turn 2 a moment ago. And that's going to give you about a 3 or 4 car length advantage. And now you're all over the back bumper of the 51 machine for 4th. What's going good for that 22 car? What's separating yourself from the rest of these drivers? It seems like you've got a great amount of speed.
The car holds up well over the long run, and it seems like the other guys around me not as much.
I think that that's becoming a factor as well. I think you're absolutely right. And I think the longer the run gets without a caution or some sort of break, I think it's only going to get worse for those cars that are not handling very well. So in the final stage, these long run cars that we're seeing, like Josh Colm-Diaz, Alex Tesdall, Jeffrey Robinson Jr., their advantage might be even greater, even bigger in the final stage when the run is even longer. Coming around now to 7 laps to go at the line this time by. Once they hit the stripe, Connor Brown still leads. Josh Colm-Diaz, Connor Bullheis running in 3rd. Stephen Corley, Alex Tesdall, 4th and 5th. Those are the drivers scoring stage points in Stage 2 if it were to end right now. Connor Bullheis, Connor Brown, Aiden Cody, Trey Hollywood, Josh Colm-Diaz, Dustin Franklin, Jordan Roughton, Alex Tesdall, Stephen Corley, Chase Merrimon, Jeffrey Robinson Jr., Sean Lucas, Emily Sari, Timmy Brown, Harold Burden, Cooper Metcalf. Those are your 16 playoff drivers here in 2024. They're all here looking to get as many points as they can.
Yellow. Got a yellow.
Interesting. We have a caution. It's the 3rd one of the race for an on-track incident. But right before that happened, the 92 was able to take 2nd place back from the 7. Josh Colm-Diaz. That's going to give him the inside for the restart. I think that this might have involved Blake Spears in the 10. A lot of damage to the front end of that machine. There's also some damage to Emily Sari. But to be honest, folks, it's hard to tell because there was a big crash about 10 laps ago that should have resulted in a caution, but it didn't, and so there's a lot of cars on the track with damage right now. This is going to give us a restart at stage 2 with, if I had to guess, guys, like 2 or 3 laps to go. You'll have to let me know when it sends you. Yeah.
A couple guys took 2 tires.
And I really don't blame them. It's for a playoff point. This is the first playoff round, so they're going to carry with you for quite a ways still. The green flag is out.
2 to go.
2 laps to go here in stage 2. Aiden Cody has the lead in the 16. The New York Rangers paint job looking good out front. Connor Brown takes second from Jeffrey Robinson Jr. That is not what Aiden wanted to see. I think he wanted to see Jeffrey hold him up for another corner or 2. Through 3 and 4 they go. The top 5 get the stage points. They were 3 wide a moment ago. Stephen Corley put Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the wall a little bit. The white flag has been shown. Next time by is the green and white checkered. That signals the end of stage 2. Josh Colombiez fighting for 4th with Stephen Corley. There was minor contact. Connor Brown bounced off the wall. Connor Bullheist bounced off him a little bit. Through 3 and 4, Connor Bullheist clears Connor Brown. Connor tried to pull the crossover move off. Couldn't quite do it. And it's the 92, the pole sitter, Connor Bullheist, going to win stage 2. Connor Brown second, Josh Colombiez third, Aiden Cody in 4th, and Stephen Corley in 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Great battle for that last spot in the top 5. Alex Tesdall and Jeffrey Robinson Jr. were right there. You can't blame Aiden Cody or Jeffrey Robinson Jr. for taking that gamble. It's still going to give them both better track position for the beginning of the final stage than they would have had if they didn't do this move. I know it didn't get them the stage win, and it didn't get Jeffrey stage points even, but it's still going to benefit both of them because they didn't lose too many spots. Great gamble there. And another gamble here. It appears Landon Ott in the 98 is going to stay out or maybe take fuel only. I'm not sure, but he is the leader for the restart. Peyton Larson is in second. 2 non-playoff drivers going to lead them into turn 1. Final stage time for the 7th annual Southern 200. Couple
27 laps to go.
27 laps to go.
Oh, 51's around.
Big crash deep in the field. Stephen Corley, Alex Tesdall, Emily Seri, Chase Merriman, Destin Franklin, and others all involved. 4th caution of the race for an on-track incident. Throwing it down to in-race reporter Alex Tesdall. Alex, we're here in the 51 spun from you. What else did you see, brother?
51 went around mid-corner, and like 4 or 5 of us had nowhere to go.
Yeah. And really, that's all it takes. It's a pretty narrow groove here at Darlington, and I'm sure you guys would agree. There's only really about 2 grooves in the corner, but in terms of speed, there's really only one. It's incredibly difficult to complete passes here or even run side by side. So 27 laps to go. I'm pretty sure we're going to restart with about 23 though. 23 remain. And now it's shaken up again at the front. Peyton Larson, Connor Brown, Landon Ott, Connor Bullheist. Your front 2 rows, and we are green again here at Darlington. They hit the nail right on the head for that one. 23 laps remaining here for the 7th annual Southern 200 at Darlington. Ooh, a couple cars got pretty darn loose coming out of turn 2. Everybody held on to it. It was pretty scary looking, I'm sure. There's one car off the pace behind the field. Something might have happened to him. It was Sean McNutt in the 0 car. And a crash coming out. Yep, coming out of turn 4 there. A few cars lost control.
Yellow.
Oh, we almost stayed green there because all 3 of them got it going again. Just simply had damage to their cars. It was Trey Hollywood in the 36, Harold Burden in the 85, and Landon Ott in the 98. They all had contact there. There was a couple others involved as well, but these 3 or 4 cars took the worst end of it. It's round 27 of the 2024 NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series season, hosted here on NASCAR Heat 5. 20 drivers here for the 7th annual Southern 200 at Darlington. The very first race here in the round of 16 for these playoff drivers. The only one not out there for this opening playoff race that is a playoff driver is the number 54 Toyota of Jordan Roughton. He will be there at Kansas Speedway later tonight.
Let's have an old dig out of.
Yes, he will. Green flag is out again here at Darlington. Crown Jewel. Now I believe we have 18 or 19 laps remaining.
19 to go.
And with 19 to go, this basically brings it right back to a stage length. So the cars that are super strong on the long run might not be as effective anymore, even if we do go green from here to the end. We'll have to see how that all unfolds. Some of these cars that we were thinking were the best on the long runs included Jeffrey Robinson Jr., Josh Colm-Diaz, Alex Tesdall. And it might not factor in as much anymore now. Connor Bullheis, arguably the strongest car on short runs, gets himself stuck on the outside. Now he's in the middle, pretty wide down the front straightaway. Aiden Cody takes the lead. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. not going to let him get too far. Old contact a bit there. Josh Colm-Diaz and Connor Bullheis, and then contact between Peyton Larson. Yes, it's Peyton Larson in the 08 car. He bumped into the side of Josh Colm-Diaz, but at the same time, Josh bumped into the wall, and it basically acted like a... Oh, you can see the damage to Peyton Larson's car. It basically acted like a, I don't even know, like a bungee jump, and it just shot Peyton Larson's car down to the inside wall. Heavy damage to a car who's been running top 5 pretty much all race long. Ooh, the 10 car, Blake Spears, had a bit of a rough 1 and 2. Came back onto the track in front of Trey Hollywood and Connor Brown. No crash, but that was close. Sean McNutt trying to rebound. Bounced off the outside wall a little bit there in 3 and 4. He's trying to complete the pass on Dustin Franklin. He does. Connor Bullheis challenging Aiden Cody for the race lead. Now he goes down to the inside. And new race leader. And if they let him get away, this might be it. He's arguably been the strongest car on these short runs. Pretty much need to challenge him every chance you get to not let him get away. Take the inside, going into the corners, even if you don't think you can make it stick. Things like this, that's what you always need to do when there's a car significantly quicker than the rest. You got to keep him busy at all times. Aiden Cody, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. second and third. Josh Colm-Diaz runs in fourth. And if the long run speed holds true, we might see that 61 and 7 both make a run at the win before the end of this race. Stephen Corley rounds out the top 5 with Alex Tesdall close behind him. Connor Brown restarted outside the top 12 in this 20-car race, and he's worked his way back up to 7th place, trying to get some good track position and maybe hope for a yellow to bunch him back up. He's actually running 8th, couldn't quite complete the pass on Sean Lucas that last time by. He's looking again. Harold Burton trying to give him the drafting help that he needs. This is a battle for 7th and 8th. Harold Burton behind him in 9th. Trey Hollywood in the 36th and 10th. Chase Merriman in the 19 runs in 11th. Timmy Brown in the 9 car runs in 12th. Timmy Brown, a normal face to see a part of the playoffs every year for MotorMaster. He missed it this year, unfortunately. check that, folks. He made the playoffs for MotorMaster this year. It's the Truck Series I'm thinking of. A normal familiar face to see make the playoffs for both. This year, his only hope for a championship for Timmy Brown is here in the Xfinity cars in the NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series. Harold Burden is actually able to complete the pass on Connor Brown there. See, Connor's not the only one trying to work his way back through the field and kind of have a recovery. Harold Burden is in the same boat. What a pass there by the longtime NOSSCAR driver, Harold Burden in that 85 car. He started with us back on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition in 2017. Connor Bullheist continues to lead, and he's opened up a pretty decent lead over Aiden Cody now. Josh Colm-Diaz running in the third position behind Aiden. Jeffrey has lost third to Josh, but he still remains in fourth. Alex Tesdall has been able to work his way around Stephen Corley, and that puts Alex up into the top 5. Now the long run speed beginning to show the effect here for some of these cars. Josh Colm-Diaz, we were talking about him potentially making a run for the win. If the final stage went a long enough green flag run for him, I don't think it's going to be long enough, but it might get him back up there to second. And if we get a late race caution, you never know what can happen. Going to throw it down to in-race reporter Aiden Cody, driving the 16 Chevy Camaro. He's led a lot of laps in this race. Right now scored in second. Aiden, how's the car feel? How many laps to go? And what do you think your strategy from here is? Do you got anything for the 92?
It's loose, and I'm trying.
Do you think you have enough time? How many laps remaining?
7.
Ooh, yeah, so maybe not enough time. 7 laps to go here in the Southern 200. We'll let you get back to it, Aiden. Great run for you, regardless of where you finish, brother. Good luck. Throwing it down to race reporter Alex Tesdall, driving the 22 Ford Mustang. Great run for you. Great long run speed. Running 5th. How's the car feel? Was there anything different you could have maybe done to challenge for the win tonight?
The car feels good, and I don't need a longer run, really. Like, it comes in great. This caution's hindered a little bit.
I think you're totally right. That's kind of what I was thinking as well. And starting as far back as you did at the beginning of the final stage certainly didn't help you, because the speed is clearly there. Yeah, great run for you. Go finish strong, brother.
Really?
5 laps to go for your race leader, Connor Bullheist. And he's increased the lead over Aiden Cody in the 16. Having a great run there in second place in the New York Rangers tribute paint job. Doing an excellent job keeping Josh Colm-Diaz behind him in the 7th car. It's been a great run for him and a great start for the playoffs. Stage points in both stages here at Darlington, and now looking to finish in 3rd. That's a playoff point for finishing in 2nd and 3rd. 1 playoff point for each spot at the end of the races. Not the stages, but at the end of the race. 3 playoff points, 3 big ones for the race winner. Robinson Jr. still in 4th, and it's a good battle for 5th. I could be wrong, but I think Alex has lost the 5th spot. He has. Stephen Corley now up into 5th. Alex Tesdall 6th. Connor Brown 7th. Chase Merrimon 8th. Harold Burden 9th. Sean Lucas rounding out the top 10 with Trey Hollywood 11th, not too far behind him. So the top 10 not confirmed and decided by any stretch of the imagination. And 2 laps to go, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for confirming. I lose track very easily. And Josh Colm-Diaz is going to complete the pass on Aiden Cody for second place. Aiden not giving up. He's going back to the outside in 3 and 4, but we're going to keep our camera on the race leader. The white flag has been shown. He's going through turns 1 and 2 for the final time. The 10 car is going to get out of his way for him. That is Blake Spears. Oh, and a spin coming out of turn 2. It was Aiden Cody in the 16 car. I think he's going to get it going again without losing any positions. But out of turn 4, Connor Bolhuis wins the 7th annual NOSSCAR Southern 200 at Darlington, putting his name on a list of elite drivers. Josh Colombier is in the 7 car, going to finish in second. A great run for him. Don't forget a couple of screenshots of the results for me, Alex. Going to throw it quickly over to Aiden Cody. What happened there on the last lap? Was it just hard, clean racing?
I kind of got too low on the apron. Car went around.
Oh, at Darlington especially, this is one of those tracks where it doesn't take much, yeah, so I completely understand what you felt now, because once it goes, it just goes. Tough break for you. Where did you finish, Aiden? Did you recover?
Top 10.
Okay, well that's good. Where specifically?
10th.
Oh man, that's a heartbreaker. But you have a pretty decent amount of playoff points, so that should save you. That's going to do it here for the 2024 NOSSCAR Southern 200 broadcast. The show is over, folks, and at the end of it all, at the end of this 20-car event, it was Connor Bolhuis parking it in victory lane for the 8th time this season. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and joined us on YouTube. We've got the Kansas race coming up pretty shortly. Don't go anywhere, folks. Stick around. You're not going to want to miss that. And for those of you who can't stick around and enjoy that, we will see you next time. And until then, stay fast, folks.